What to do in your life if you feel miserable and you feel as if you are stuck. Scott Oldford here, and I want to share a story today about how I blew up my multi-million-dollar business and how to use the same lessons that I've learned to apply to your life. So a while ago, I blew up my multi-million-dollar business. I came from a place of having absolutely nothing, actually less than nothing, $750,000 in debt. And I got to a point where I had multiple seven-figure businesses, but the problem was I was actually miserable inside of them. I got to a point where I didn't really realize why I was waking up each and every single day. And when you no longer have financial abundance problems, when you no longer need to wake up to be able to make money, when there's no longer a gun to your head, what happens? Well, you kind of start searching for a purpose. And as entrepreneurs, you may get to this point, and you may be at this point right now. So what happens when you start down this road of being miserable? Maybe you're making $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 on a monthly basis, but now you're miserable. You don't actually want to wake up anymore. You have a hard time actually being able to get out of bed even before like 11 a.m. That is a really, really, really difficult place. And I lived it for quite some time. For over a year, I was trying to convince myself of being able to be in a business that I simply did not want to be in. I simply did not want to wake up each morning and do what I was doing. I didn't feel compelled. I didn't feel like there was an actual why. And of course, why is the reason that we have that. As human beings in our hierarchy of needs, once we have our, kind of things figured out, once we start making a certain amount of money, we need to have a purpose. We need to have a why. We need to have a reason for being able to actually live. To getting out of the morning and getting out of bed. See, once the hustle goes away and once things are different, once you've normalized a different way of life and you have abundance and freedom, the next piece is the why. And for me, it took me blowing up my business to be able to get there. And more than likely, if you're inside of your life right now, it may require blowing up some elements of your life, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your mindset, whether it's your even business itself. But I want you to realize this, that as human beings, we can't get attached to who we are. We can't get attached to our identity. Because if we get attached to our identity, attached to our beliefs, attached to just all of our values, on the other side of that is perhaps an elevated, even better version of who you are, a better version of the impact that you can create. See, I believe that entrepreneurs, it takes time to get to the point of having freedom and abundance so that you can actually get to the why. But once you get to the why, it's when you have the true impact. It's when you can actually transform people's lives. And that transformation, that allows for further levels of impact that would you never get just hustling, just creating money. And so if you're at a point in your life today If you're at a point in your life today where you have that miserable point, where you have a hard time being able to get up in the morning, know that you blowing your life up, you blowing up that identity of who you are now, it might hurt your ego, it might hurt your pride, but the next level is waiting for you. You just gotta leap once more. So if you enjoyed this content and you want more of it, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And if you want other entrepreneurs just like you to be able to also access this information, this knowledge, make sure you go ahead and share it with someone that means the most to you. Remember, as entrepreneurs, it's our job to be able to help other entrepreneurs continue to elevate, allowing us to evolve society and evolve our world. I'll see you next time. Bye.